Hello. What I want to talk about today is the effect that your decisions have on your entire life and your future. What got me thinking about this was recently I went to pick up my daughter from school and passed by an older homeless man. And then he was still there further down his path when I was coming back from picking her up. And that second exposure really got me thinking, because he was older, in his late 50s, early 60s, and most of us have a built-in preconceived notion that people of that age group are typically more stable, well-established, and so it really struck me, and I couldn't help but thinking, what decisions did he make that got him to there? And obviously I can't peer into his past to answer that question specifically, but I can take stories, take notes that have been written in the books of history by tremendous individuals who have overcome a lot of adversity, and I can speculate. One of my favorite stories, for example, is W. Mitchell, who had not one but two tragic accidents in his life that left him confined to a wheelchair and maimed horribly from head to toe by fire. And if anybody had an excuse to just let life decide on its own, it would be him. But he actually went on to become a very successful public speaker. And I remember another lesson I learned when I was much younger. Unfortunately, I don't remember the man's name, but I remember being in Salt Lake City, Utah, watching a man speak to the crowd about his own tale of overcoming adversity. And he was an accomplished tennis player. And the reason why that's significant is because he didn't have hands. And I remember the one thing that stuck into my mind at that young age was, if you can win a tennis match without hands, you can do anything. And I truly believe that that is the case. I think Jim Rohn summed it up the best when he talked about how life happens to everybody. He talked about how the same wind blows on everyone. The wind of opportunity, the wind of change, the wind of adversity. It's not about what it is that happens to you, but what you do about it. And he summed it up when he said that it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your destination, but the set of the sail. And I think that it's so important for people to embrace that, because that'll help you make better decisions. The reason why I'm so passionate about this topic is because, for example, in the business that I am involved in, when I first got started, the very first people I went to were my friends and my family. The reason was because I wanted to give them the same opportunity I was given to change their future. And these are the people I care about the most. And that idea was largely rejected. And after a while had passed and I met with some success, I remember hearing from these same people, I always knew that you would be successful because that's the kind of person you are. And they still tell me, I know that one day you will be a multimillionaire because that's the kind of person you are. And it baffles me because I think to myself, are we that different? I mean, my story is not extraordinary on either end. I came from a middle to lower middle class family. Most of my professional life I've spent working either two jobs or well over 40 hours a week. And there's nothing really special or different. The only difference is that I refuse to believe that life just happens. I've seen too many people take the reins of their life, and because they can do it, there's no reason that I can't do it, especially when I don't have any major adversity to overcome like a lot of these people do. So that is the message that I want to give, is that your decisions, your decision to take advantage of an opportunity when it comes across your table, your decision to take a leap of faith and go forward with your creative idea, your decision to read books and better your knowledge and your skill base so that you can be of more value in the marketplace, your decision to do these things or not do them is what is going to inevitably determine where you end up. It is not the blowing of the wind, but the set of the sail that determines your destination. So I thank you very much for tuning in, and be well.